guys, Betty here. Excuse the background, I'm trying to find somewhere better than my black background because I personally wear a lot of black and it is doing my fucking head in that I'm melting in with the background, so I'm gonna like change it around, find what works for me. So excuse the background. Anyway, today's video is March's book of the month. Now, I apologise for the late video. I literally took last weekend off. I was like, right, I'm going to spend 3 days. I'm going to completely and utterly commit myself to my YouTube channel. And basically people wouldn't leave me alone. So I didn't have any time to film. So I apologise profusely, but let's jump straight in. So my first book is Within the Shadows, #1 by Julieanne Lynch. Here's a look at the cover. So, synopsis. It's about a girl called Giselle. She is 18, in college, dating the popular kid until it all comes crashing down and her best friend Alex isn't who he seems. Now this is like a kind of a young adult sort of vampire kind of video? This is like a vampire, like Twilight-y again, sort of young adult thing. It was easy to read, it was quite pleasant. There was a massive jump from like no vampires to like the world being covered in vampires, which was kind of weird. Like she could have bridged that gap, personally. This book, I don't know, like when I got a bit halfway through, it kind of lost my interest completely. I found myself like shouting at Giselle, who is like the female role, because as you know, I don't like submissive women, and unfortunately Giselle is really submissive, which is a fucking pain in the ass because I don't like it. It was just too unbelievable, it was boring. I got to about 70% and then I totally gave up. It was just, I don't know, I found it a complete waste of time if I've got to be honest with you. I am now going to be steering away from like young adult vampire books because they seem to be pissing me off. So yeah, not a great book. But if you're young, if you're like young, you might love this book. But personally, I didn't like it at all. But you know, give it a go. Give it a go. You might like it. You might like it. Okay, book 2 is The All-Awaited Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Here's a look at the cover. I'm not going to spoil this book for you whatsoever because there are some like twists and turns, so I'm not going to talk like about plots and shit like that, so don't worry if you haven't read this, although 99.9% of the population has already read it. Yes, Betty, I'm late on the Gone Girl bandwagon. But after I read Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, and that book completely just blew me out of the water, I had to give Gone Girl a try. I'm like, I don't know, like I'm glad I read it, but I wouldn't read it again, you know? There's just something about Gillian's writing that I absolutely love. She's so descriptive and totally keeps me involved in the story. So Gillian, I love you. The story consists of a married couple called Nick and Amy who lose their jobs in New York and decide to move back home to help Nick's parents because they're extremely ill, and you know, things happen and shebang and so on, shebang, and things happen and so on. I'm not really, I don't know, like something happens halfway through the book, something major, something big kind of reveals everything. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but personally for me that was kind of when the book ended. Like it got boring after then, to be honest with you. Like it was a big surprise and I was like, oh my god, like texting my sister because my sister told me to read this book. I liked it, but when you get to that point halfway through, it kind of died for me. And I do recommend that you read it just to find out the twist in the middle, because oh my fucking god, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. It was, yeah, it was a hell of a twist. I gotta admit. It was a hell of a twist. Book 3, The Kind Worth Killing, by Peter Swanson. Here's a look at the cover. I love murder. I know I sound really pathetic, but I do. I love murder. I kind of got a bit of a thing for death and stuff like that, so murder totally floats my boat. The story starts with Ted, a successful businessman who caught his wife cheating. He meets Lily in a bar in the airport and they talk about murder and all things sinister. And the story unfolds. Now, I thought that this was like going to be on the same par as Gone Girl, you know? Like, I don't know, like the first couple of pages I thought, oh, it had that feel, so I thought, oh, well, I'm gonna enjoy it, even though, you know, I've just read the same Jean, you know? I don't know. I struggled. I found it bland. I found it completely, like, void of emotion. It left me feeling empty. I couldn't connect with the characters whatsoever. I just found it too unbelievable. Lily got on my tits, Ted got on my tits. And I didn't really get the urge to find out if Ted really did kill his wife. I didn't, it wasn't a need of mine. So, God, this book of the month is not going well, is it? So, unfortunately, I didn't finish it and I didn't really enjoy it all that much. I do apologise, Pete, but it didn't float my boat, love. On to book 4. This is Raw, #1, by Belle Aurora. Aurora. Here's a look at the cover. So, this book is an 18 plus, guys. This is dark romance. Some of them are dark romance this month, some of them are not, because as you all know, dark romance kind of gets on my tits after a while, so I do like to change it up a bit. But this is heavily dark romance, so this is not suitable for younger audiences. Okay, so introducing Alexis, who has moved to Australia when she was 18. She had a bit of a rough upbringing, so she decided to become a social worker in a local hospital. Unbeknownst to her, she has a stalker and she becomes quite attached to that stalker. That's the best synopsis I can give you without ruining it. No, this is what I was looking for. This book blew my fucking mind. I loved it. I loved it. It's pure, it's like pure wet dream material. That's what I've written in my notes. It is pure wet dream material. There is a part where a belt gets introduced, which was quite like... The sex was absolutely brilliant in this book. It was written brilliantly. It just completely blew me away. I thought it was fucking awesome. I thought it was fucking brilliant. The sex is everything that it's supposed to be. Sticky and awkward, you know? Like, when, like, if you read, like, a lot of erotic shit, the sex does get a bit, like, it gets a bit repetitive. It's all the same, you know, cock vaginas, it's all the fucking same. But I loved how, like, the sex in this book was true. Like, sex is sticky and awkward. There's fluids and it's awkward. So I loved that. I thought it was brilliant. At times, I thought the story was running away from me, especially towards the end. It felt rushed. It skipped quite a bit of parts as it was getting to the end, which kind of I found really, really disappointing, because I really, really loved this book and I would have loved to have seen those little bits that she did skip. I fell in love with Twitch. Oh my god, Twitch. We're fucking like that. We're fucking like that. We're meant to be together. Believe it or not, I really connected with Alexis as well. I thought she was brilliant. Very independent. Very, like, strong, independent woman. I cried. I cried. I cried at the end. Honest to God. And I was like, huh? Like, the ending was just like, huh? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm super confused, and I can't wait for the next one, which is going to be out on the 26th of May. So I can't wait to read that. So yeah, if I give this story a bash, man, I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. It was everything that I was looking for, and I really, 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 really enjoyed it. So fair play to you, love. Who is it? Belle Aurora, fair play. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Book 5. This Witch Destroys Me by Kimber S. Dawn. Here's a look at the cover. So this is an 18+ one again. This is dark romance, Sublayers, not suitable for younger audiences. I'm going to read you the synopsis first, okay? A guy called Wesley, who is the definition of a prick. He owns a publishing company and seeks out a new intern. Here comes Stella, who takes the job. She's foul-mouthed, damaged, an extremely independent woman. Will sparks fly, or will they just kill each other? So, be warned, when you read this book, be warned, okay? The language is foul, and I mean foul. Now, I do drop a couple of F-bombs, swearing, I have a foul mouth myself, I'll fucking admit it, I do. But this book was, like, everything was F-bomb. They were even dropping in C-bombs, and that is my pet hate. I hate the C-bomb. I hate it. I think it's vile. I think it's foul. And it's just like overstepping the mark. And they do say it quite a lot. Wesley is a motherfucking dickhead. His arrogance starts to grate on me halfway through. He says the word cum slut 50 million times. Cum slut. I hate it. Oh my god. I think it's... Oh. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Cum slut. Like, who says that? Who says that? Ugh. Ugh. Oh. I love the battle between them, I must admit. I do love the drama, so I do love the fact that Stella and Wesley are just like boom, 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 boom. I love that. It was a bit slow to start with. It did pick up halfway through. The ending was a bit all over the place. I didn't really feel anything. It didn't get me going. I don't know. I felt kind of strange. I felt like I was like unfulfilled, you know? Like the beginning had so much promise and then it just went like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So, book 6 is One Day Soon by A. Meredith Walters. Here's a look at the cover. So, the synopsis. The story starts with a lady called Imogen, who is a social worker at a hospital. Oh my god. Can you see the pattern in these books? Oh, I need to update my Kindle. She is assigned a case to a homeless guy, who she recognises, and the story unfolds. Now, I haven't got a lot to say about this book, to be honest with you. Within a few pages, I'm not sure whether I'll finish it. There's just, I don't know, the structure about the book was annoying. It was fucking repetitive as fuck. There were bits where I was like, that's so sad, but like, little bits, not like, it didn't fuel me with emotion particularly. And then like, after those like emotional tidbits, it just goes fucking shit, like, it just goes shit. She rambles. The ending was so disappointing, really annoyed me. I couldn't even tell you the end of the fucking book. I couldn't, because it was so all over the place. It was shit. I didn't like it, and I thought it was crap. And I'm not going to read it again. And I don't think you should read it either, because I thought it was rubbish. Sorry. On to book 7. Our final book in this book of the month is Falling In, the Surrender Trilogy by Lydia by Lydia Michaels. Here's a look at the cover. The synopsis. There's a girl called Scout who's homeless. Her mother is a heroin addict. Scout gets a new job as a cleaner at a hotel where she meets Lucien, who owns the hotel. He makes a proposition. Will she accept? Will he find out about Scott's past? Dun dun dun! It's very, very, very detailed. It, like, over the top. Like, slap you in the face with details. That's how it kind of was. So I found myself skipping parts within the first couple of pages, which is not a good sign. It's not. Do you really need to waste my time and yours describing the character's eyelashes? I don't think you do, no. No, no. I I've written here, by 24%, because I read it on my Kindle, she has described her eyes in detail 4 fucking times. 4 fucking times. I don't give a fuck about her eyes, to be honest with you. I tell you what, right? I'm gonna say it because halfway through this kind of thought came to my head. But it is Pretty Woman, except that the girl's homeless and not a prostitute. That's my synopsis view. That is my fucking synopsis view. I don't know, I loved the battle between Scout and Lucien. I loved it because I love a bit of drama. But as for the story as a whole, I thought it was shit. I thought it was crap. And yeah, not a very good month, guys. It's fucking shit. Book of the month is Raw by Belle Aurora. I really did enjoy that. But as far as the others, they were completely, utterly shit. So guys, if you've read any of the books that I've mentioned today, please comment below. Let me know how you got on. If you want to keep up to date with the books that I'm reading, or you know, read them along with me, then please check out my social media down below. It's all there. As I said in my previous video, I am getting a bit more adventurous with my makeup. As you can see, I'm wearing fucking orange. So I will be posting pics of the stuff that I do on my Tumblr, which is down below as well. All bettyblackbat. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope you're well. Please like and subscribe. You know what you're doing. Tell me if you like the background. If you like this better than the black. I don't know. I like the black, but you can actually see me with this background. Anyway guys, I hope everything's well with you. I apologise profusely about the late video, but hey ho, we shall be back on track next week. And I shall see you next time. Bye guys!